Assalamu alaikum, this is video 7. Okay, so they can do anything by way of the chip, okay? So it is imperative that you do not take that chip, okay? Now, as I said, so it's imperative to come out of the womb, okay? Come out of the belly of the beast. There shall be no resurrection of Babylon 3, okay, because she's going to be destroyed. The prophet of a virgin is going to destroy her, and going to destroy any hope of resurrecting that, okay? So those diabolical plans have been unanimously aborted. Those plans to resurrect Babylon 3, to erect Babylon 3, to resurrect Babylon 2 have been unanimously aborted, okay, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of his angels, all of his creation, everything, okay. And inshallah, mashallah, I pray to Allah that it's cursed and bind, and has placed it in the coffin, and let it have no rebirth, and let that coffin be burned by hellfire, okay, the same type of hellfire that burned the hotter hellfire that burned Sodom and Gomorrah, okay. Now, so it will be aborted by all the alpha angels and all his Elohim planets, all man combined. Pray that Babylon 3 is cursed, okay. Babylon 3 be cursed, inshallah. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, ameen, ameen, ameen. So get out of the belly of the beast, get out of her womb, come from her Red Sea, okay. Come out of Babylon, because when the unclean spirits possess her body, they'll possess all who are still in her body, okay. So there shall be no, and after you possess by her body, there shall be no coming out, okay. There'll be no coming out from from the abomination, okay. It'll just be an abomination, a corpse, okay. So this passage of the Bible clearly addresses the fall of Babylon 2, and the Vatican the passage of Revelations 13:11 clearly reflects Babylon 2, and Francis and him was looking like a lamb, acting like a lamb, but speaks for the dragon. Okay, so it represents Jorge Bergoglio, or the whore, because George represents, not J-O, is whore, the whore. He's the whore that represents Babylon, wandering the globe, trying to get the kings of the earth to support him, okay, in his resurrection of his desire to resurrect Babylon, okay, the fallen beast. Okay, he wants everybody to contribute their wealth, their military, their hard work, their citizens, all their nations to come together and resurrect Babylon. And as I said, I curse and bind Babylon. 2, that there shall be no Babylon 3. That let Babylon, the corpse of Babylon 3 be burned, the corpse of Babylon 2 be burned in hellfire, and Babylon 3 be aborted. So he wants it. His goal is to have it wanted to be erected under the Zionist Vatican banner of the Impostor Israel abomination, and the holiest of holies, which represents the woman, right? The Holy Grail, okay, which they try to say IV represents, right? The Holy Grail, that's to give rise to birth to the king of Babylon, right? Who's to serve under the god of Babylon, which is the beast, right? Okay, and that can only come through the holy see of the black woman, right? So she's the black woman is supposed to give birth to the beast, right? Who's to be crowned by the beast god, right? But she's to give birth to the king who's to serve over all humanity, right? Under the god, right? Right. Okay. So so it represents okay, the not Babylon, but Jerusalem. The whole represents the holiest of holies, okay, and it represents the woman, the black hole, right? As she, as I said, represents the womb of the universe, as Ophiuchus represents that massive black hole represents the woman, the whole of the woman, okay. As Uranus represents the phallic of the black man, of the man or man, okay. As the universal structure, the snowflake represents the man, but the King of Kings represents all man, because all man descended from him, right? So therefore his phallic represents all man, right? And just as the man having the phallic represents him as a man, right? Okay. are a part of the manhood, right? Okay. So the universe in which man is to be okay, so as we said, as Ophiuchus represents the womb, the black hole, the massive black hole. The holiest of holy represents the woman, the massive black hole. Okay, she represents the electromagnetic energy of the universe. Okay, in which man was to be in which man was to be or in intercoursing with man was to be fruitful and multiply. Okay, in his holiest of holies. Okay, he cannot be fruitful and multiply in a Baphomet. Right? Why? Because it's unholy, it's an abomination, right? And it's a destruction of humanity, because there is no procreation from Baphomet. Man cannot produce from another man. He has to intercourse with the holiest of holy. That's why they always have a woman with them, so she can give birth, but they intercourse, they love intercoursing with brotherfuckers, love blue blood brotherfuckers, intercourse with blue blood brotherfuckers, because they don't get power from a woman, right? They like to take the masculine power. Okay, they like to take the masculine power. Okay, that's why they like to intercourse, to take power from a man by having a man intercourse with him. And when a man intercourses with a man in that shithole, he loses his power, right? Okay, he becomes a Baphomet. Okay. So he was supposed to intercourse and multiply with his his black hole, right? Okay, so and then that's why I said which is possible. Now it said which is possible, which is impossible to be fruitful and multiply in a blue blood brotherfucking hierarchy, unholy brotherfucking Babylonian Vatican imposter. Israeli abomination, okay, who is trying to sit on the on his shitty flat ass on the on the throne and with his pedophiling self and throw the woman aside, right? Trying to occupy her holiest of holies, right? So I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he will abort Babylon 3, that Babylon 3 will be aborted. I pray to you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the name of you Allah, that you will abort Babylon 3. Let it have no life. Give it no human life, no human sacrifices. All that the Babylon and this Vatican try to sacrifice any human life to Vatican 3, let that life go straight to you, Allah. Let them have no sacrifices to Babylon, to give life to Babylon 3. Let all those life they try to take through ISIS, using ISIS to kill and maim and destroy, that evil ISIS, all that they did in 9/11, and those people humanity whose lives were taken. I pray that Allah, that they will be seen as martyrs, and their lives will be taken back to you, and their souls will be taken back to you, and that he gets nobody's soul from no more. Let him have the soul of the life of no human being, no life form, not even that of plant or trees or dogs or cats, or no sacrifices. Okay? Let it be aborted. In the name of Allah. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. Okay? Ameen, Ameen, and Ameen. Okay? I pray that they're in. Babylon 2 remains dead. Okay, now, so come out of that dead body, come out of the corpse. Okay, so as I said, I pray Allah will abort Babylon 3. Okay, trying to conceal itself in the womb of the imposter Israeli abomination, and never allow it to be born or to manifest its ugly self in space or earth or time or nowhere in the universe. Let it manifest itself in hellfire. Let it manifest only in hellfire and be burned by Allah's by the eternal flames of hellfire. Okay, never let it manifest in any physical sphere other than hellfire. Okay, so let it not manifest in any universal time or place. Let it not manifest in anybody's life. Ameen, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar, Ameen, Ameen, and Ameen. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so as I said, the Babylonian hard, masculine, mercurial, Jupiterian, Zeus age of left brain consciousness only has ended. Its complete cycle has completed. Its 2,000-year cycle with with its concern for only physical intellect, applying the spiritual knowledge to the physical aspect of life only, creating a commercial world of corpses. Let that be ended, because a new feminine Venusian age of consciousness has arrived, and with its right brain, heart brain consciousness to act in conjunction with the mercurial left brain consciousness of physical intellect, to complete and enable humanity to spiritually ascend and physically live holistically in harmony with Allah's universe, okay, and His Word and His physical universe, okay. So the physical emotional application to act in conjunction and create a new conscious way of life. So the paradigm shift has happened, okay? The paradigm shift of consciousness has happened between left brain and right brain thinking, and you should see it happen more and more as karma comes back to be reflected in humanity's life. So right brain and left brain are acting in conjunction to relate to the physical world of consciousness and the right brain world of consciousness, the heart brain or spiritual realm of consciousness, the emotional health, okay? So they all can be related to. So it can relate to emotional heart consciousness. As I said, heart consciousness is generally deduced to female consciousness, okay? In the fast it was told, oh, she's only feeling that in her head. That's not real, okay? The conscious part of the pie in the sky, the feminine aspect of the universe, the electromagnetic energy. So an electromagnetic energy is softer, is gentle, okay? Its gravity pulls you towards it, okay? But most people try to resist it, and men, they try to tell you left brain thinking, resist. Put that lightning bolt down. Put that hard consciousness down, that direct energy. Put your foot down, okay? Don't yield to that soft heart energy. And then that soft heart energy, when it's yielded, put the foot down on it, it sighs, right? Because it's trying to get you to yield to it softly and gentle. And you got to have a sensitive heart to be able to absorb that sensitive electromagnetic energy. That direct consciousness is what hurts, and it's hard to get through people's head, right? Nobody wants us to listen to that hard consciousness. That's why it's authoritarian, right? It's got to work in conjunction with the electromagnetic energy, the right brain energy and the left brain energy. Got to work in conjunction, or the heart consciousness and the physical consciousness, the spiritual knowledge and the physical knowledge. Got to work together, and then life will become easy to comprehend, to utilize, to apply, to manifest your dreams and all of that. Okay, man and woman has to work together. Okay. Peacefully coexist, like the planets orbit in and out, right? Okay, like they do when they create, when they be fruitful and multiply. It's a coexistence, an in and out, right? Yeah. Okay, so they got to do that in all aspects, right? So you got to be gentle to absorb that, like we said, and to be on the freedom train, Jackson freedom train, right? Following the legacy of the King of Kings, Michael Joseph Jackson, right? You got to have that sensitive heart energy, okay, in order to get that sunshine, okay, in order to get that cosmic, that divine love, okay. That you got to be sensitive to get that pussy, okay, yeah. Okay, that black, to get that black hole, right? To get some of that black hole, to climb Jacob's ladder, right? Okay, to get that awakening, that Kundalini rise, right? To get that erection, right? You gotta have that right brain consciousness. You gotta absorb the sensitive magnetic energy to let that consciousness erect, right? To go to heaven, right? to go to that, open that pineal gland, right, to get that heavenly consciousness, that Ophiuchus consciousness, right, that heavenly consciousness, right? Okay. So they got to work together. Both heads got to work together, the male and female head. That's why the phoenix. That's why all the celestial signs were pointing humanity to what do they call the mutable signs. When all the mutable signs of the constellations, the mutable plane, all deal with duality, man and woman working together. The two fish, the scale, not the scales, but they correlate to, like Gemini and Pisces. Even Sagittarius having the half man or half Centaurian and half head of the man, right? And then so they all represent duality. They all represent double the twin consciousness, the male and the female, the direct energy as well as electromagnetic energy, the feminine energy as well as the masculine energy, the right brain as well as the left brain, the constellation Ophiuchus as well as the constellation, the binary star system, with the Ophiuchus as the female head and the sun as the male head. They coming together in alignment, okay? Okay. And so too must the mind of man come in alignment with utilizing his right brain, his left brain. That is paying attention to his heart consciousness, his electromagnetic energy side, inspiration, intellect, and his physical intellect as he preserves it, studying the physical, spiritual knowledge that's manifested into subject matter, right? Such as sciences and things like that. Okay? Now, as we said, the female consciousness, okay? So the head, okay. And the female consciousness, electromagnetic energy was seen from the heart consciousness was, oh, she's just talking about the pie in the sky. She's not really in touch. Like I'm doing right now, that's pie in the sky. This is female talk, right? Pie in the sky communication, right? But you better listen to this pie in the sky or you're going to get a thunderbolt up your fucking ass, right? Okay. Now, when that ship lands, right? Okay, and you become that zombie, right? Now, no longer do we going to ignore the pie in the sky, okay? The pie in the sky associated with the female consciousness, right brain thinking. Or the men who had pie in the sky consciousness were sissy. They were punks. They were wimps. They didn't like to fight. They didn't like to be brutal. They didn't like to be bullies, okay? They loved their women. They loved their families. They loved their children. They loved doing what the woman said. Because you know why they loved doing what the woman said? You know why they were yes men and yes men? Because they got the pussy. They got the Holy Grail. Every time they say yes, whenever his woman asked him to do something, he said, yes, ma'am. Oh, yes. What you want me to do for you to do, babe? What you want me to do for you today, baby? And she said, oh, baby, I just want you to do such and such. And he don't say, oh, fuck you. I ain't going to do that. You always ask me to. I just come home to do the work. I come home from work and I got to go to work tomorrow. He didn't say all that. He said, yes, baby. Because he knows at nighttime or the daytime, whenever he asks for the Holy Grail, he going to get it. He going to get the Holy Grail. And that's why sometimes the black men say, they try to teach the black men to say that the black woman is too harsh. Okay, she too mean, she too strong, she too this. Somebody got to pull you online when somebody got to pull the man online when he's kind of deviating from the divine program. So she got to be strong. You think the black hole ain't strong? You think that black hole ain't strong? You think Ophiuchus ain't strong? That's what controls Jupiter. Okay, that's how Jupiter gets his erection. That's how Jupiter gets his lightning bolt. Okay, from that strong black hole where all that energy disseminates through. Okay, so and that's what makes Jupiter so-called the god of the planets, the pagan god of the pagan planet, of the pagan religions, because he got that thunderbolt, he got that erection, right? Push other ones around, to make other ones tell the other ones what to do. Use that thunderbolt. That's how he got it from that black hole. That's why he's a Jupiter. You better believe Jupiter's a yes sir, yes, a yes ma'am woman. I mean a yes man, a yes ma'am woman, a yes ma'am. Energy. It does whatever that black hole tell him to because he got that erection. He want to discharge. Shit. He want to discharge back in that black hole. So he do whatever she tell him to because he want to discharge. Because that discharge can take him to heaven. He know what he doing. He ain't stupid. He want that erection. He want that power. Okay, so you want to be in the yes. You calling them men punks, wimps, and sissies and all that because they yes men and they don't fight their women and they do what she ask him to do. She's loving. He's loving. And he seems like he's passive. He's a wimp. No, he ain't no wimp. Watch him in action in the bedroom. You'll see how much wimp he is. You see how much action he get. Okay? He may look like a wimp to you, but to her, he's a hell of a hound. He's a hell of a hound dog. Shoot, he be whipping that pussy. He be beating that ass. Okay? He got his name on it. Okay? Try getting his pussy from him. You won't get take that wimp's pussy. I bet you can't get that. Okay? Because he know how to handle it. He know. She may sound rough, but hey, he like that rough in bed too, because he gonna get what he want. So it's time to start thinking with your left and your right brain. Okay? Using both the to use that direct energy, electric energy, to get that electromagnetic energy to connect. Okay? So you'll have complete power. You'll be able to access your absolute power. Okay? Okay. Now, when Allah divided man from woman, He divided the magnetic energy from the electric energy. Okay, so you want to put that back together. Okay, and have that power and utilize it. Okay, to help you manifest your dreams, and that's what being a husband and a wife together manifest that dream. The song opposed to it takes two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Me and you, right? Okay, that's what that's about. Okay. Man and woman, it takes husband and wife to achieve those dreams, right? Put that energy together, that direct electro energy and that electromagnetic energy, right? It takes two to create that baby, all right? Two to create that dream come true, two to create that family, two to create that nation, two to create that union, okay? To make it one, to make it whole, okay? Man and woman together are whole, right? Okay, so, okay. Let's make sure where I am. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got woman, okay, so we got to put it together to have that sacred whole energy, right? Okay, you got to have heart consciousness and physical consciousness, left brain consciousness and right brain consciousness, physical consciousness and spiritual consciousness, heart consciousness and physical consciousness, left brain consciousness, right? Okay, so the female consciousness was a pie in the sky, as I said, pie in the sky, cloud thinking, associated with women, sissies, and punks, right? Okay, so women with the heart sense, they are generally perceived as weak and soft. And women, when they use, black women especially, use that passion in their heart, okay, to demand something, okay? Oh, when they put heart in, that passion is like, oh, she's trying to act like a man. No, it's not that she's trying to act like a man. It's just that she's using the passion of her heart to convey something. And once she conveys that passion, then, and you listen to it, then you will see that passion begin to soften. Okay? All right. Now, so what if Allah wouldn't have created the passion in the African woman, in the black woman, in his black hole, in that black hole, not his black hole, but the black hole? Okay? And this time of need where you got this evil spirit trying to take over the world, this brotherfucking blue blood, brotherfucking alien spirit trying to take over this world, and you didn't have a black woman to come and tell you need to get away from that shit. You ain't got to be afraid of that shit. Okay? Where would you be then? Okay? Okay. So, okay, so that would be the sacred, that was sacred heart consciousness, right? Okay, you better listen to your woman, white, black, Mexican, any, listen to your heart. Because all women represent the heart. Listen to them all, okay? It's just that that queen of queens, you got to have the queen of queens. You got to keep the queen of queens because that's that strong, the connection to the black hole and that to absorb that energy. Because not every woman can absorb that energy, that massive amount of energy. Got to have a strong heart, a strong body, a strong mind, okay, to do that, okay? And everybody's bodies don't function the same. That energy is going to be absorbed by the root because that root is thick, is strong, it can absorb it. Okay, the leaves can't absorb the energy of the sun. The roots stay alive even during the winter, right? Okay, okay. Some roots stay alive even without water, like the date palm tree, right? Okay, okay, okay. So that you got to have that strong woman, okay, that strong heart sense, okay. So, and they are generally perceived as they want to perceive them. The brother fuckers want you to see, oh, the only woman you want to have is that soft, weak woman. That one who represents the system, who represents femininity for the system. She's soft. She doesn't raise her voice. She yields to whatever the man wants, no matter what he wants. She's subordinate. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Islam, Allah said He created the woman a bit less... to a degree less than the man. That's all good. I don't mind being a degree less to my man. I don't mind being a baby to my man. I don't mind being his baby. Okay? I want to be able to cuddle up under him and all that, but I want him to be strong too, but you don't want him to be overpowering me either. And when he does, I want to be strong enough to say, hey, stop that. Don't do that. I don't like that. I don't want that to happen because I got free will too. I don't want to be beat. A woman don't want to be beat down. That's where the feminist movement came in. Couldn't vote, couldn't drive the car, couldn't adopt their own kids, couldn't own property. Somebody had to stand up and say, stop that fucking shit. Okay? I may be a woman and I'm human too. I need to eat just like you. These babies come out of me. They mine too. Okay? I can own property. The earth wasn't made just for man. Get a grip on your damn self. Okay? So she needs somebody to stab and strong enough to stand in his face if he got to respond in his face if he got in her face, and be strong enough to stay alive, strong enough to go to the Creator to give her strength to do it. Okay, so you got to keep that black seed alive. That's why it said in the Bible, I believe it was said, if those who love there's a special people. Black people are that special people. You better take care of them black people. You lose them black people, you ain't gonna ever have opportunity to open your crown chakra. And that's why they keep racism alive. They want you to stay away from the black people so they can kill all the black people, kill all that melanin off that absorbs that strong energy waves and opens that crown chakra. That's what none of them prophets came from Europe. They all came from the continent. That came out of Africa. Okay? They all came from the motherland with that strong melon. And that's why they want to get rid of all the melon in people. To get rid of that possibility you ever opening your crown chakra. They know what they're doing. You better rally around your black people. You better integrate with your black people. Please, give me a break. The black people represents that strength. That's beauty. Okay, not to say that white people aren't beautiful, but the fact that the blue bloods try to get you to degrade this, okay, this melon, to the point where, oh, I don't want that. I don't want to look like my mother. I don't want to look like my father. You better bump that shit and say, drink bottles of anything to help you look like your mother or father. Shit, get you some more DNA to make you look like your mother and father. And that'll help you open your crown chakra, help you think right. Okay, keep you thinking, prevent you from being brainwashed. Okay, get you some heart sense, right? Okay, because as I said, they want to take the female heart sense and remove the heart sense of the female, right? Okay, and they want you to perceive it as weak, so that when you do something, when they misguide the men to do something against a woman, they tell them the kind of woman to marry, the weak woman, she won't have the power to stand up to them, right? Okay, so some bullshit. Okay, now so she'll be weak, and the men will fall prey to the perception of the control of the blue bloods. So make you think your woman should be weak. Okay, she should be weak and subordinate to you, not by your side, but she should be weak and subordinate to you. So when the blue bloods misguide you to abuse her, you won't be able to stand up against her. She won't be able to stand against you, and then they can continue to misguide you and get you to abuse your family and neglect your family and tell you to be patriotic to the chauvinistic system. You to be patriotic to the brotherhood. Okay, don't let your woman talk to you like that. Don't let her stand up to you like that. Don't give her that. Don't do what she says. Argue with her. Don't listen to her. She'll know what she's talking about. Pie in the sky. Okay? You better not believe that bullshit. Okay? Because you don't get the pie in the sky. You don't get the electromagnetic pie in the sky. You ain't getting no pussy on Earth. And that's the way it should roll. Okay? And you need that pussy to discharge that stressful energy, rather than drinking the worm at the bottom of the tequila bottle. Okay? Rather than dealing with all those emotions at the bottom of the tequila bottle, you need that electromagnetic pussy to discharge. Okay? That's what that pussy's full of. Electromagnetic energy to help you discharge that direct electric energy. Okay? And calm your head down so you get to remove all that stress that you absorbed in your body from whatever life you live. Okay, but you don't get that discharge from a shithole. You don't get that. Try putting your penis in anything else and see when man can masturbate. He can fornicate. He can do anything he can try to do. But he don't get that. Well, I can't say fornicate, but he can put in a hole in the ground, put in a dummy, right? Put in an asshole. But he ain't gonna get the same kind of discharge from his head, okay, spiritual discharge, because it ain't gonna discharge him the same way as putting it in that, connecting with that electromagnetic energy. That's why the beast needs a woman, and especially a black woman, okay, to get that powerful electromagnetic discharge, okay, to discharge with the using the greatest force, right? Sense of attraction, right? The greatest amount of energy, right? Okay, so they want to repress that. They want you to tell your woman to be weak, and they want women to believe, oh, you're to be weak, you're to be passive, or you're not going to get a man. Don't be like a black woman. Don't identify with the black woman, but they all want to identify with the black woman. Okay, and they want to dance like the black woman, get the lips of the black woman, get the ass of the black woman, want her hair like the black woman. They want to act like a black woman. They want her tan like the black woman, but they don't want to be seen like the black woman because they don't want to be castigated by society, right? So they want to live up to the perception, okay, that the commercial world is to have for them, so they can get a commercial man, right, with a commercial heart, right? Okay, so there be the commercial heart. Okay, so they are to be weak and are generally suppress their own consciousness, right? And women with strong consciousness, their natural consciousness is to be repressed to this, our emotional health, intelligence is to be repressed in the sarcophagus, right? To subconsciousness, to the subconscious, right? Where they only think it's all in their mind, and nothing is to ever manifest, because everything is to be repressed in the coffin, and everything is to be pressed in the coffin to the subconscious. The soul is to be buried in the coffin. The soul is to be buried in the coffin, in the sarcophagus, and it's only to be only thing that the coffin is to reflect. The body is to reflect. The body is to manifest. The behavior is to be manifested is that which is inscripted in the cast, right? The casket on top of the body, on top of the casket, right? Which the body became. Okay, so and that's to be for the, and that's the mentality is supposed to be reigned for the next 2,000 years, right? The mercurial or the masculine left brain physical thinking, age of the physical intellect, okay, as it is done for the past 2,000 years, or the past a part of some portion of the last 24,000 years, because it didn't reign a complete 24,000 years, because what happened was you had the African empire or dynasties, right, of the pharaonic dynasties, okay, and where male and female reigned, or not even pharaonic, African dynasties, generally the female held great abundant power in their positions, as they do in the universe, okay. So the African continent, the East, many portions of the East, especially Africa, okay, the women held powerful positions because because African cultures recognize the universal power, as did in the cultures in the native to this land, Turtle Island, which was called America. Okay, the women had great power too, and in Europe the women had to hide their power, and they were known as the Wiccas and all this kind of stuff. But those Wiccas, they practiced universal power too, universal spirituality too, and they recognized the universal feminine too, and they were killed, and their power was repressed under the guise of witches, known as witches, but they practiced natural holistic healing and all this type of stuff, and they did special rituals according to the phases of the moon and things like that. Everything the Vatican is doing right now, but they generally delegated to witchcraft. I mean, paganism, which the Vatican is nothing but a hubble of paganism, but try to repress everybody else's practice of spirituality in lieu of controlling them. Salam alaikum. We're going to go to video 8.